What's good, YouTube? It's Nas, and we back with another video. Road to 900 subscribers, of course. And in today's video, I'm going to be talking about Paolo Banchero. And if you don't know, I made a video before the second half of the season. I said this would have to be a big second half of the season for Paolo Banchero. And what has he done? He's proven why he was a former All-Star. Like, I saw a quote where he said that he had to look himself in the mirror and say that he didn't deserve to be an All-Star this season. And I feel like coming from a player like him, like a #1 pick, like an All-Star, an All-NBA selection, obviously dragging your team to the playoffs, and then this being a disaster season and you still trying to make it serviceable should just show Paolo Banchero's resiliency. And I feel like when we're talking about the Orlando Magic, right now they are the 5th seed, and where everybody from 5 through 10 is fighting for seeding to not be in the play-in tournament. And you're looking at Paolo Banchero playing his best basketball of the season when the Orlando Magic desperately need it. Like, I feel like the Paolo Banchero we're seeing now is the Paolo that I feel like everybody expected to see. And I feel like, yeah, people always, or players start to always play out of their bodies in March. Like, I got a video tomorrow, which I'm about to record after this one, talking about one of those players. But Paolo Banchero, I feel like's game, like in my other Paolo Banchero videos, like I feel like when Paolo Banchero settles for jumpers, that's when I'm just looking. I'm like, what are you doing? Go to the rim. You're 6'10", 250, 260. Go to the rim. And when Paolo Banchero is attacking downhill, I don't think there is really anybody in the league that can stop him with his ball handling skills and his tenacity to go to the rim. And I feel like also playing off the Orlando Magic side, because it's not just Paolo Banchero playing some great basketball. Jalen Suggs, I haven't made an individual Jalen Suggs video, but Jalen Suggs defensive end, I'm pretty sure if you're watching this video, you know how impactful Jalen Suggs is on the defensive end. But it's offense. Like, I feel like Jalen Suggs can get you 12 to 13 points on a nightly basis. You're going to win. Desmond Bane, he stepped up his production. Like, he has the most 30-point games of a new player going to Orlando since Shaq. So I feel like that should just show how good Desmond's been. And all the injuries that Franz Wagner has gone through, Anthony Black is out with injury right now. They're not even fully healthy. So I'm just looking forward to seeing what this team can actually do when they're at full strength. And I feel like the shooting aspect, which we were worried about for the Orlando Magic, has probably gone away in the second half of the season. They just I can't even say dominated because the Heat ended up coming back, but they just beat a Heat team that was obviously on a streak. Bam just scored 83. Their confidence is so high, and they just completely took the air out of the ball and they beat them. And I feel like the second half of the season is always for players to show what they didn't show in the first half of the season and try to bounce back. And I feel like Paolo Banchero has desperately did that. Like, I feel like we're all noticing because Paolo Banchero has been criticized a lot this season, and I feel like now that he's playing actually some great basketball, I feel like, why aren't we talking about it? What are we doing? And after All-Star break, or before All-Star break, he was averaging 21.5, 44%, 30% from the 3, and 8.5 rebounds. After All-Star break, he's been averaging 26 points per game, shooting 51% from the field, 34% from the 3, and 9 rebounds per game. And the Magic are 6-3 since the All-Star break. So it's needless to say that the Paolo Banchero that we knew and that we loved is back. And even saying that, the Orlando Magic have won 7 in a row. They're on a 7-game win streak. Let's say that. And Paolo Banchero doing this and him being a potential candidate for player of the month after the disaster start that he had to the season where he was settling for jumpers. For damn sake, they was calling him PB No J. Like, come on, bro. And I haven't heard that name in weeks now. I haven't heard that name in a month. So it should just show how Paolo Banchero has basically shut everybody up right now, and nobody's really talking about it at all. Like, I get it, it's March. We can't pay too close attention because sometimes role players are going to get out of their body, or young talent is going to show what they actually have and don't show it again. But I feel like we've seen this for Paolo Banchero for a season. So I feel like what Paolo Banchero is doing now is something that he should have did at the start of the season so he doesn't have criticisms. But like at the end of the day, I feel like the regular season is not important for the Orlando Magic. I think we honestly know that. Like, we expected them to be on the top or close to the top of the East. Maybe they're getting back there now. It's late. They still don't have Franz Wagner. They haven't had Franz for the majority of the season. So you're looking at that, and you're looking at obviously a team that has high playoff expectations with honestly trading your picks for Desmond Bane. They want to get out the first round. They've been first rounded in the last 2 years to the Boston Celtics and the Cleveland Cavaliers. So they're looking to get out the first round. And I'm looking for honestly, let's say this. Like, if the Orlando Magic were to face the Knicks, or let's say that if they face the Knicks or the Celtics, I wouldn't have faith in them. But if they have if they face the Pistons, prison ball, that's when I'm like, okay, Paolo Banchero, you're gonna have to show that nobody on that team can guard you, and that's going to be tough because I think we know that he will be defended by Asar Thompson. And Asar Thompson is, in my opinion, the best perimeter defensive wing in the league, or even guard, whatever. We know Wemby is Wemby, but I do think Asar Thompson, if you had to ask me, he is second in Defensive Player of the Year right now. But I feel like looking at, obviously, the Orlando Magic right now, let's look. Right now, they would face the Cleveland Cavaliers, and I don't think I would have so much faith in them against the Cavs again. I'm not going to lie. It's just all because I don't think Jalen Suggs can stop Donovan Mitchell. And once Jalen Suggs stops Donovan Mitchell, you have James Harden. And do we think Anthony Black could stop James Harden? And honestly, the two bigs, because Jared Allen has been impactful was impactful before his injury. Evan Mobley is playing some great basketball. We're finally seeing Evan be aggressive, which I've been wanting since he came out of the league, or since he came out of USC. So we're finally seeing an aggressive Evan Mobley, and I love it. I'm not gonna lie to you. Like, we're finally getting to see what Evan Mobley is. But I feel like looking at Paolo Banchero in general, which this video is about, when Paolo's playing his best basketball, I don't think there's any team that can really stop the Orlando Magic. But when he's settling for jumpers, where he's taking difficult shots, when he has a mismatch on him instead of going to the rim, I feel like, yeah, that's when it's easier to beat the Orlando Magic. But we can't just ignore this turnaround that the Orlando Magic and Paolo Banchero are having right now. And I feel like we're pretty much quiet on that department, which I know me. Like, I'm one to tell you about my flaws. Like, I will tell you when I was wrong. And I don't think I was wrong about Paolo Banchero's disaster start of the season, but I did say that he would have a bounce back second half of the season, and that's exactly what he's doing right now. But y'all let me know how y'all feel about Paolo Banchero's second half of the season, and let me know how y'all feel about the Orlando Magic, and if you are confident about them in the playoffs, because right now they're not even in the play-in tournament right now. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video nonetheless. Subscribe. To the end of the video, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and there's a video right here. I'm pretty sure you're gonna like it if you like this one, and the channel icon's right there if you want to just check out the channel in general. And yeah, leave a like too, because it really helps the algorithm push me out. And yeah, I appreciate y'all for watching this video nonetheless.